Hey guys, Sebastian here, and today I'm going to teach you exactly what you're going to need to do in order to succeed on Amazon. Now, a lot of sellers for the first time, they get caught up in the hype right away. And I got to clear some things up on that. You know, there are three pillars that you really need to get right if you want to succeed on Amazon. And the reason why these are so important is because you can't go into anything blind. You can't go into anything without having done your homework first. And if you go into something because the hype all around you says it's a good opportunity, or it's a fast buck, right, easy money, then you're gonna be set up for disaster right there. So nothing in history has ever been done without first someone doing homework and executing. So, the first pillar is you need to have a brand, okay? You cannot sell on Amazon if you're thinking that you're gonna get away with, selling obscure products, right? A garlic press, a ladder, whatever, it's just not gonna work out for you. And so if you're trying to do that, you're going to realize right away that that money could have been used more appropriately if you had invested in a brand message, a product that you can build variations from, a niche you could get into that can, expand into at least a dozen complementary products, right? So if you're getting into it and you're thinking you're going to get away with the obscure products, these are the sellers that are getting squeezed out of the marketplace. You can't even, unless you're brand registered, you don't even have access to a lot of the tools that Amazon gives you. Headline search ads, DPA ads, enhanced brand content. All these little things add up. And if you don't have these to your disposal, the transparency program, if you don't have these at your disposal, you're facing an uphill battle. So in order to have these, tools that Amazon gives you at your disposal, you need to have a brand registered, right? And if you're going to get a brand registered and spend that money, you already have to have an end game goal in mind, right? You have to think to yourself already, okay, is this a niche I can dominate? Is this a niche I can really, fall in love with in the course of a year or two? Is this a brand somebody would want to buy, right? If you're getting started on Amazon, an important thing you should keep in the back of your head is Amazon is a two-type business, right? If you do it right, you can get cash flow each month. It's a monthly cash flow business, and it's a capital gains business, which means if you're increasing your sales and your net and your profit month in, month out, over the course of 18 months, can you potentially sell this product, right? The only way you're going to be able to do that is if you have a social media following, right? You have a brand story, you're building a brand off Amazon, you're using, maybe Shopify and Amazon together, so that way you're building an asset, right? That's a capital gains business. Can I sell this in the future? You don't want something for a quick buck, because you're going to be back to square one with all your time, all your money invested into this without having an asset you can sell. Might as well have been wasted time, because you're going to have to do it all over again and all over again and all over again until it's going to click that you need an asset to build, right? So if you're going to get started on Amazon, you have to think, okay, is this a brand I can fall in love with? Can I sell it? This business does produce monthly cash flow, and it's a capital gains business. You can sell these businesses, but you have to do it right. So you have to have a brand story, and you have to do your homework. Can I build a brand around it? And if so, if you're in love with the niche, start investing money to get, the trademark registered. Then you'll get brand registry on Amazon. And then you'll get all these tools, and then you'll begin your your quest for domination, right? So the second thing is, 1 second here. All right, there we go. So the second thing is you need to be in love with whatever product you decide. If you're not in love with your product, if you don't think your product is the absolute best product on the marketplace, you have no business buying inventory, right? The days of selling obscure products, they're over. So you have to say to yourself, can I add value to this product I'm selling? Can I bundle this? Can I be the absolute best product on the first page? If the answer is no, if you can't build a product that can be number one, that you're absolutely in love with, that you know for a fact is better than any competitor on the first page, do not buy inventory. It's a recipe for disaster. Because if you are not even sold on it being the best product, how are you gonna get away with having a premium priced product? You know, it's not gonna work. So you have to go into it with that mentality. I am the best on the marketplace right now. There is no other competitor that is offering a deal better than mine. And if you could say that to yourself confidently, you'll succeed. So, you know, you have to execute and you have to be the best. Do not get into a niche that you cannot be the absolute best player, the dominant player in. Have the best product. You have the best product, you can charge the best price, a premium price. If the answer is no to that, do not buy inventory. I don't care what anyone else is telling you. Do not buy inventory, because that energy feeds into the marketplace. And customers are going to say, why am I going to pay double this price if I can get it cheaper over here? Because you're not differentiated enough. You don't have a better perceived value, you know. You didn't bundle enough things. You didn't add enough value. So you're just getting into it with the quick buck. And again, from point number one, it's a recipe for disaster. You don't want to do that. So the third pillar is you need to have capital, right? If you don't have the capital to invest, then you're going to see while you're selling on the marketplace that the people who do have the capital are going to squeeze you out of the marketplace, right? If you don't have that money to spend, you're going to be squeezed out. So you're going to need money for marketing, Facebook ads, chatbots. I mean, there's a lot of things in your education. You know, I have a course that I go over a lot of these things, right? Because sellers, they're doing all the free stuff from YouTube, but they're not educated enough, right? They don't know how to properly launch a product. And in my course, I do go over that, you know, how to launch a product, chatbots, et cetera, et cetera. The execution part is where sellers are messing up and people cheap out. And I don't know why. If you're going to pay for a college course, right, you know, but people cheap out, right? It's not the price of a course, or it's not the price of, you know, consultation, or it's not the price, it's you don't have sales. You need to learn how to get sales. And if you've been doing all the free stuff, you can see why, you know, people like me charge a premium, right? Because we know how to get the sales. And if you want to learn how to get the sales, it's wise to invest in your education. And so you do need to have access to capital, right? If you don't have sufficient funds, save as long as you have to, right? Don't quit your job too soon. I would advise getting against a loan if you haven't already produced adequate sales, right? If you're not making at least $10,000 a month on Amazon, you have no business getting a loan, because you haven't proved to yourself that you know what you're doing. And if you're gonna take out debt, it's just too much risk that you're taking on too soon. So, a little hot out here. I'm out here in El Paso, Texas. I love the heat though, can't deny it. Texas all the way. So, you know, I see a lot of sellers, they want to leave their job too soon, right? And I get it. You know, I was there a few years ago, and nothing hurts more than being at a place that you're not passionate about and you have an opportunity on your hands here. So it's easy for you to, you know, get that temptation to quit. And I advise against that. I'd advise saving for at least 12 months. because that's that much more money you'll have to invest in Facebook and Amazon ads, you know, and chat bots and getting reviews and, you know, handling returns and buying more inventory, getting new products out there. You know, that's that much more money you'll have to reinvest into your business. And if you're taking money from your business prematurely, like on Amazon, or you're spending it foolishly, if you make some sales and you're not wise about, you know, restock, expanding your brand, expanding your monopoly in your niche, then you're doing it all wrong, right? You can't go into the mentality with competition. If you're going to sell on Amazon, you have to think, how can I dominate? And if you can answer that question, then, you know, you'll have a good shot. But you do need to have money. So save up. Don't quit your job too soon. Save up at least 12 months. Because if you're saving up money and you're putting it back into the business, and the sales you're making, you're able to reinvest the profits back into your business, getting a second variation, getting another product, extending your tendrils, if you will, in your niche, you're going to come out on top, right? When all these little sellers are getting squeezed out, it's the power of the brand. It's your story. It's your following on social media. Did you take the time to do all this? And if you did, then you got to think to yourself, there is a lot of work involved. And the people who are not willing to do the work, they're going to get squeezed out of the marketplace. And that's an opportunity for you. That contraction, while everyone's contracting, right? Trying to make a quick buck, you're going into it like an artist, planning ahead, right? So go into it with that mentality, an investor mentality. Real businessmen think long-term value. They want cash flow, and they think, you know, the purpose of starting a business is, how can you sell it, right? How much is this going to be worth after I leave? Can I exit this plan, right? I want to get paid every month, and I want to sell this puppy in 18 months, 2 years, or whatever. Cash all the way. So, you know, that's really how you're going to succeed on Amazon. I just wanted to go over a lot of, I wanted to iron out, you know, some of the confusion I see, you know, a lot of sellers getting into it with the wrong mentality. So, you know, hope that clarified a few things. And yeah, if you guys love this, please subscribe to the channel, right? That way you'll be the first to know, you know, with any new free trainings, new videos I'm going to produce. You'll be the first to know. Turn on your notification bells. If you have a comment, leave it below. I love when my audience is engaged, because I know you guys are the action takers, and I want to surround myself with the action takers. If you send me a message and you haven't left me a comment, or, you know, liked one of my videos, I don't know who you are, right? So the best way to get known is comment, engage with me. So that way, if you send me a message, you know, I'll reply. So, yeah, hope you guys love this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. You guys have an awesome day. Take care.